Hey y'all, how you doing? It's Valerie here. And it's a very mild day today. A little bit chilly when the wind blows, but I want to take advantage of this sun and get a garden bed weeded. It's where I have my crocosmias planted, and I would like to sprinkle some poppy seeds on them because the crocosmias are beautiful, but they bloom for a very short period. So I wanted to put some flowers, some other flowers on there that will also bloom. And I decided to sprinkle this bed with poppies. And this time of year is a really good time to plant poppies, at least for me in my area. So I'm going to try to get this bed cleaned out. I'm not sure how far I'll get. I'll get as far as I can, and before I either get too tired or if the ground is just not thawed enough to let me work, then I'll do what I can and move on. So let me turn you around here and get started.
Woke up grinning, thought today felt bright. Then I fell out of bed and bruised my pride. Stubbed my toe, cursed some more. Tripped on my jeans and hit the floor. Guess it's one of those days again. Somebody cue the violin.
Made some coffee, set it down real neat. Then I kicked the table and baptized my feet. Burned my toes, then the toaster sparked. Now my kitchen smells like burnt Pop-Tarts. Neighbors watching, dog is glaring. Even my goldfish looks embarrassed. Ain't my day, but it'll be okay. Guess life just works that way.
So the ground is a little too frozen for me to get like the actual live growing weeds out right now, because there's grass and some other weeds coming up. And I don't know if you can see it, but a tree's actually coming up in the middle of a bed. I was able to get a lot of the dead stuff, and at least there's that done so the sun can hit the actual soil and warm it up a little bit, since it's supposed to be warm for the next several days. Well, warm for this time of year. Hoping that it thaws it enough for me to be able to get all the weeds and grass out, and then I'll be able to sprinkle those poppies. I will say it is a little disappointing. I was hoping that I was going to be able to get more done. But since I can't do that, I think I'm going to go sit out in my greenhouse and start my sweet pepper seeds. I'll be back in a moment. I got some of these bootstrap farmer trays as an early birthday gift. My birthday is later on this month. And my son got me 10 of these bootstrap farmers trays. And so far, they are so much stronger than just a normal 10-20 tray you can order off of Amazon or get at Walmart or any of those places. What I think I'm going to do is go ahead and just do a seed haul, and tell you what seeds I've got here that I'm going to be planting. Some of these seeds are mild because I had them in the wrong category. I had them with my sweet peppers instead of with my hot peppers. But most of them are sweet. And some of them I just got, so those ones might be a little hot, and I'm going to go ahead and plant them with my sweet peppers. Some of these seeds are old because I've had them a while, and some of these seeds are new. Either way, I'm going to do the same thing I did last time and plant probably 4 seeds per cell. They'll all be the same seed, of course. And then just go from there. Like, I'll put 4 seeds of each type. If I have any leftovers or extras, I will just put them in a seedling sale or give them away whenever it's planting time. All right, let me go ahead and do my haul here and just tell you what kind of peppers that I'm going to be planting today. Oh, backwards. Okay, and I did also pre-make all my labels. So I've got a bunch of those here. Let me go ahead and get these out of the way. That's the longest part, is like there's no order that these labels are in. So the longest part is usually me digging through trying to find the right plant tag for whatever I'm planting. Okay. First we have the Ajvarski pepper. Then we have mini bell pepper. I have California Wonder. Italian pepperoncini. I don't know how to say that correctly. A mini yellow stuffing pepper. Sweet Peaks long sweet pepper. Peppers from Heaven. Grand bell pepper mix. Tangerine Dream sweet pepper. Sunbright pepper. Big Red Sweet. Jupiter sweet pepper. Lemon Dream. Doe Hill pepper. Sweet pepper Snackabelle. Wild Wonder sweet pepper. St. Lucia chocolate pepper. Red cheese pepper. This one I don't know how to pronounce. Paradiscum aluku sarga zentes. I will put the spelling of this one on the screen. That's another Tangerine Dream. Albino bullnose pepper. So I can show you the Tangerine Dream. Hold on, that's the Tangerine Dream. The albino bullnose pepper. Zulu sweet pepper. Ara's Compolo pepper. Jurek DJURIC tomato pepper. I have Charvinia Chusca pepper. Violet Sparkle pepper. Lipstick pepper. Big Red. Peppa Peach Stripey. That one is a hot one. I just ordered that this year. Sweet Pickle. Let's see what else I've got. Is that all of those? Yeah. Keystone Resistant Giant. Sweet Cherry. That one's well, it says no heat, so. Sakura. Pippin's Golden Honey. Lesia. This is supposed to be the sweetest pepper, or it's supposed to be the sweetest of all peppers. The orange Lesia. And Bill's Striped. I will be planting all of those today. And like I said, I will put 4 peppers per cell. I'm keeping these ones separate because I'm doing a seed swap, and these ones are ones that at least a few of these will go in my seed swap if anyone wants to trade for them. And I don't want to get them mixed in with all the other ones because then it makes it difficult to dig out whenever it's time to swap. Actually, my swap starts tonight, which I'm excited about. So let's start with those ones so I can put them back where they go. It's getting warm in here. All right, I'm just going to turn some music on and get these peppers planted, and I'll talk to you about it here in a moment.
Oh geez, what can you do? Every time I win, I lose. Take 2 steps, then trip on 3. Got a PhD in calamity. Oh geez, just laugh it off. If life's a joke, I'm the setup gone wrong. Might be a mess, but at least I'm free. Guess I'll keep on rolling like tumbleweeds.
Had a date with a girl, reservations received. Showed up early, but I lost my keys. Tried to play it smooth, pulled out her chair, knocked over her soup, it went everywhere. Waiter's scowling, she's astounded, my pants covered in sea.
That ended up working out perfectly. I only filled up one side of my seed tray, so I still have this one empty. Oops. These are getting old. I just ripped that a little bit. So when I put these under the lights, I'll just take this out and save it for something else. I'll take this in. I'll mist the top. Even though my soil is pre-moistened, I just covered it in the soil that I laid the seeds on top of the soil, and then I used another little bit of soil to cover it. And the soil I used to cover it has been out in my greenhouse, so it's not moist, though the soil underneath is moist. So I'm just going to go in, spritz these down, and put these under my lights. It has really felt good to be out in the sunshine today, and I'm a little disappointed that I wasn't able to get that bed weeded. I was able to get a lot of like old dry stuff off the top, but to do a thorough weeding, I'm going to have to let the top part of the soil thaw a little bit. And I figure with these warm days coming up, I should be able to do that sometime within the next 3 or 4 days, hopefully tomorrow. I really want to get my poppies planted, so it was kind of disappointing that I couldn't get that weeded out today, because the poppies do need cold stratification, and getting them out this time of year, they should get the stratification they need. If I wait for too much longer, they probably won't, and I'll have to do it artificially in my refrigerator. I'm hoping to avoid that. So hopefully, I'm saying hopefully a lot. So the plan is to try to get that weeded out and get those in the ground. So we're going to get out here and put some tarps over the top part of the garden that we didn't get finished. And I've got some tarps down at my bottom garden that I would like to get spread.
Food chowder ain't my night, but that's alright. At least she's laughing, so guess I'm doing fine.
Oh geez, what can you do? Every time I win, I lose. Take 2 steps, then trip on 3. Try not to shout profanity. Oh geez, just laugh it off. If life's a joke, I'm the setup gone wrong. Might be a mess, but at least I'm free. Guess I'll keep on rolling like tumbleweeds.
Went to Vegas with my last few bucks, put it all on red. Well, that was dumb. Dealer smiled, said that's a shame. Now I owe a guy with no last name. Some folks got grace, some folks got style. Me?
So most of our tarps are still frozen to the ground, and we'll just put them in place as they thaw, and then eventually this whole area will be covered or mostly covered, which will give us a head start on the weeding. So that didn't quite work out as expected. A lot of our tarps are still frozen to the ground, but we've got several days of warm weather, so we'll just come back out and do it whenever or as the sun thaws everything and we're able to spread stuff. One of the projects I want to work on today is hydrating some ranunculus I got from the Dollar Tree. I know that if you go to the Dollar Tree, you've probably seen them. You can get these little packages of ranunculus here, and they're, how many? There are 4 in them for like $1.25. And they come like this. So these are very dehydrated. So what I do is I put them in the bowl, or I put them in a bowl, and I put them under my water faucet and let the water just drip in it for somewhere between 8 and 24 hours. I wouldn't want to leave it longer than that because I wouldn't want them to start to rot. And then I plant them. So to begin the process, I'm going to just dump all of these little corms in a bowl. And the reason I have my water drip is because the dripping water aerates the water in the bowl, which makes them less likely to rot. I've never had any of these rot on me. However, it's a simple solution just to keep my water dripping. So I'll do that and it's fine. So here's my bowl. I'm just going to drop these in there. And actually, I'll go ahead and just set my faucet to drip. I don't know, can you see that? I just leave it like that, and I'll leave it for the next, probably, like I said, 8 to 24 hours. It just depends on when I get back to it. Maybe back out of the way a little bit. Alright, I'm just going to open these and put them in there. And I do use cold water, not warm water, not hot water. I just use the temperature it comes out of my faucet. And I have had success with these before. But it is very important that you rehydrate them, because if you just put them in the ground as they are like this, I've never had them grow. But every time that I've rehydrated them, like I'm doing now, I've had a great success. Now, you'll know when they're ready because these little corms will be double the size they are now. They'll look swollen. I'm not quite sure how many of these packages I bought. Every once in a while you might get a dud, but for the most part I've had these grow just fine.
Got stories that stretch for miles. If luck's a lady, she ghosted me, but at least I got great comedy. Tried to fix my truck, but I made it worse. Now it only drives in reverse. Hit the gas, shot out the yard, took out the mailbox, now it's flat as a postcard.
Oh geez, what can you do? Every time I win, I lose. Take 2 steps, then
I'll just leave those for the next several hours, like I said, and then I'll get them planted. So these ranunculus have been sitting overnight, and as you can see, they've got some significant size to them compared to what they were yesterday. I'm just going to take them in my flat, and I'm going to plant them with the little legs pointing down. I am a little late on these. A lot of people like to plant them much earlier, but I've planted them later than this before, and they've been fine too. They don't mind the cool weather, and by the time these start to grow, if it's not time to put them outside, I will just pot them up.
on 3, got a PhD in calamity. Oh geez, just laugh it off. If life's a joke, I'm the setup gone wrong. Might be a mess, but at least I'm free. Guess I'll keep on rolling like tumbleweeds. Walked outside, sky was clear, then a beetle flew right in my ear. Oh geez.
Oh geez.
Okay, that tray is filled, so we're done with those. That's all I have for you today. I know that I only did a couple things, but sometimes plans don't work out. I thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.